Right, question 5. Question 5 was to solve 13 plus 4x is less than 18 minus 7 bracket 2 minus x. So in this question, multiply out the brackets on the right first, just to get yourself all the terms you need. So minus 7 times 2 is minus 14, and minus 7 times minus x will be plus 7x. Okay. 18 take away 14 would just be 4 here. So you want to take 4 off this side and 4 off this side. Alright, so if you take 4 off this side, take 4 off this side. So that would give you 9 is less than, and you're taking that 4x off this side. So you'll get 3x. You get 9 less than 3x. Another way to say that is 3x is greater than 9. If 3x is greater than 9, that means x is greater than 3. Alright, so you're just flipping over and dividing by 3. Okay, question 6. Question 6 caused a bit of confusion, I think, with some people. Basically, the question had said the perimeter of the square is greater than the perimeter of the rectangle. So the square's perimeter was bigger than that. The perimeter of the square is just basically the whole way around it. So 3 and 3 and 3 would be 12. And for the perimeter of this rectangle here, you've got m plus 4 plus m minus 2 plus m plus 4 at the bottom plus m minus 2 at the other side. You're just adding it all up. So you end up with 4m. 4 add 4 is 8, take away 2 is 6, take away 2 is 4, so 4m plus 4. So you've got your perimeter of the square, perimeter of the rectangle. It says in the question the squares was greater than the rectangles. So basically you could say 4m plus 4 was less than 12. Another way of saying that 12 was greater than that. Take 4 off both sides, and so you'll get 4m less than 8, and so m be less than 2. That's a 4-mark question, question 6, that caused a bit of bother. Question 7 was to get the equation of this line. So to get the equation of the line, you need to get the gradient to start with, m. So it's y2 take away y1, so 5 take away negative 1 on the top, and in the bottom 4 take away 0. So that would give you 5 take away negative 1, 6 on the top, and 4 on the bottom. 6 over 4 is just the same as 3 over 2. So your gradient is 3 over 2. Now you get two equations for the straight line. The easier one is y equals mx plus c. You can use that if you know the y-intercept in the line. So where does it cross the y-axis? Tells you there. That is 0, minus 1. So it crosses at minus 1. So it's y equals the gradient x, so 3 over 2 x crosses at minus 1, so it's just minus 1. That's question 7. Okay, question 8 was about a police car speeding up to catch a speeding motorist, and it said that the speed increased by 40%, and then the police car was travelling at 84 miles an hour during the chase. So basically, when it went up by 40%, so if it was starting at 100%, it goes up by 40, means you've got 140% is 84 miles an hour. So if you want to work out what 100% was, because the question says, what was the speed of the police car before it accelerated? To get 100%, you'd work out 1% by doing 84 divided by 140. And that would give you 1%, and then just times by 100. It's a very common exam style question. Alright, and then just calculate that, it gives you 60 is the answer, miles per hour. Okay, question 8, it's a working back to 100% question. Okay, question 9a. Question 9a was to simplify x squared minus 9 over x squared plus 2x minus 15. Okay, so on your top line, when you're doing this sort of thing, you're looking to see if you can any way to simplify it. If you factorise the top, it's the difference of two squares. So you get two brackets when x minus 3 and x plus 3. And the bottom line, you've got a trinomial. To get x squared, you would need an x at the start of both brackets. To get 15 at the end, you would need a 5 and a 3. Now to get the plus 2x in the middle, you need to add 5x and take away 3x. So that would be your factorised form, and then you can cancel the x minus 3's at the top and bottom to give you the answer x plus 3 over x plus 5. So that's question 9a. In part B, it's asking you to simplify root 72. So you just need to know your square numbers here. It's the biggest square number that goes into 72. 9 does, but it's not the biggest square number. 36 is the biggest square number that goes into 72. So it'll be root 36 times 2. You know the square root of 36. You don't know the square root of 2. So it's 6 root 2 is your answer. Don't just rely on your calculator for that, because that could be non-calculator. Okay, last question. Question 10. Question 10, it had 1 over the cube root of x, and it asks you to write it in the form x to the power of something. So basically you've got to remember, if you've got the square root, or the cube root, the power of the x would be there. If there's no number beside the power of the x, it means it's just 1. And the root's the third root. So that's really 1 over x to the power of 1 over 3. Because it's powered to 1 and it's rooted to 3. Now it's on the bottom of a fraction, we still want this as x to the power of something. If it's on the bottom of a fraction, it means it's got a negative power. So it's x to the power of negative, and the fraction stays the same. So x to the power of negative a third. Alright, that's it, finished. Just a couple of notes on homework. Overall, some cracking efforts. Some people still leaving gaps, not asking for help. So can only encourage you folks, you need to ask for help when you've got the opportunity. Alright, I know it's not the easiest of circumstances, but you need to work hard and ask for help. All the best, folks. Bye.